Sit back and relax.
May chaos reign. War has been avoided, and the lands of Remedigan and Adishmere have a common ground now in Grand Duke of Adishmere and Prince of Remedigan's Te'Son Firewell.
As I take you out of your reality.
Long live the Waffle Hut. The demons are starting to flood the lands. The ward is stretched thin, and the Guardians are only now just rebuilding. But just as the plant Salium exists, there is hope for everything to be healed.
An end to my nightmarish dream world.
2 other sovereign lands must be reached if there will be hope, though. The locked kingdom of Gratisbar is still lost to the surface world, and the round-capped rainforest still needs to be informed. Time is our enemy.
Welcome back to the Bros and Dragons podcast.
We must find a way.
We will find a way.
I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Daniel Gentry, and with me are...
Geek Girl Alyssa, and I play Myrynda Shren, aka Montera Lilnas, Cleric of the Five, and Soul Knife Rogue.
Hannah the DM, and I play Stroop Waffle, Guardian of Bengen, a druid.
Nerdworks, and I play Te'Son Firewell, Reluctant Prince of 2 Nations and Omniom Sorcerer.
I'm Posh, and I play Algiz, a Gloomstalker Ranger of the Ward.
Let us adventure on.
Our conversation is awesome.
Well, I was just saying,
already there. It's
like,
fine.
is there not like a way to play Jenga on like Tabletop Simulator? Someone's got to have made it.
It doesn't. Yes, there is, but it doesn't give you that dread feeling that you really like the live in death feeling of doing it textilely. But Dread's an awesome game, everybody. Hi.
Hi.
Sit back and relax as I take you out of here. Go ahead.
That's in the thing now.
I know, but I don't know what the transition is from.
I'll do it once because I haven't done it once.
Okay, hold on, everybody be quiet. Everybody listen. Doc's gonna do a thing. Be quiet.
Sit back and relax as I take you out of your reality and into my nightmare's dream world. Welcome back to the Bros and Dragons podcast.
Pew 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 pew.
Pew pew pew.
That's for you, Mike.
Thanks.
I did that for you. It's for everybody now, but it's for you.
Yeah.
Oh god damn it! I could totally actually insert those with voice mod because it has a soundboard.
Oh yeah, I got that too.
Yeah,
we're set. We can do lots of those things, but work.
Post what happened last time. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
We've been on hiatus for a little bit, but we're gonna try to make a comeback. Hi everybody.
You saying a little bit is one of the kinder things that you said to a group in a while. A little bit. Yeah. It's a little bit. Don't worry about it.
I'm the villain, but it doesn't mean I don't know how to be positive.
But you're also you're also the hero. That's
I just
how
realized
DM
I have not turned on all of my lights.
Oh.
I am never ever the hero.
That's not true. You're everybody.
Would say that. No.
You're everybody.
Yeah, you're everyone but our characters.
Which means if there's good things in the world, you're that too.
I would burn the world down for the people that I love. A hero would sacrifice the one they love for the world. Remember that.
That's not.
We are paused with the group sitting around the fire at the camp near Shaitoa, and the camera sinks down. Through impossible darkness, we enter a silver-treed forest in the abyss, going past a moat of screaming, trapped blue skeleton souls that seem to be gripping out over that moat through an open, dark area and into an impossibly lightless area called the Void Castle, the demonic abyssal seat of the power of Deimos. She turns to the camera and says, "This group traveling around, missing cues and situations abundantly, but that is what blinders do when placed on livestock. They were in Shaitoa, the very seat of power in the round-capped rainforest, spending time trying to understand the forest itself, not understanding the time of the creation. This was the center of the world, and the seats of power ruled. The power that flowed in the forbidden temples is forgotten, grown over, dormant, and they have no understanding of such things. They need information, seeking and scanning, searching for nothing, thinking it is everything, and doing what mortals do when they fear, talk to gods. Time is short, but they still have so much to do. The Guardian has entered the Testilla tree to begin her training. The abomination is training to become more lethal. The last of the royal blood seeks information, and the want to be usurper is along for the ride. They enter the rainforest and have no idea where they're going, following ghosts and spirits, while the rest of Redigan, even Bengen, wait for the storm. Let us adventure on. You all are sitting around your campfire, talking about what you're going to do next. Somebody had talked about North, got information. I believe it was Algiz, got information from the Sly Weasel. North. That's what he told him, and he said it was free. Very vague in the messaging. They've looked around and found nothing. Myrynda talked to her friend, the bearded ogre, who found a little bit of time to answer their question about the forbidden ruins that are found in the round-capped rainforest, and some of the rumors of what they used to be. But as you all sit around and talk, I don't think you decided on anything.
Hey, y'all, I don't think Stroop is coming back, like, today or soon. So... it feels like it's been a while since we talked about this. I don't want to just, like, make a list or anything, but we shouldn't really just stay here. So, go investigate the weird cave places that we're not supposed to talk about here because it makes people feel uncomfortable and mad or whatever. Go north because north? Is that right, Algiz?
That's right.
Okay, north because north. Or head back to the castle, see if they've learned anything and regroup, or I can go talk with my found family. With
Really, technically, your found family and just not your family, Te'Son.
I've got, like, the queen says we're family, and I agree. And then there's the teacher who, you know, I started with him more than anything, but then, like, siblings and stuff, so they're like family too. But like they literally found me. Like, it was the same family, but I found out there was more about them. So I don't know what you'd qualify that as.
The teacher would technically be considered found family, yes. We would be considered family. The queen and your plethora of siblings, they are just family.
But you see what I'm saying?
So the majority of what you just mentioned was not found family, it's just family. I know it's semantics, but...
Right, but I don't know how to differentiate queen family and teacher/sibling family, because that's
Why don't you just say family?
Because they're two different... Never mind. Okay, let's try again. North, spooky caves, castle, teacher. That's what I've got. Do we have any other options, suggestions? I'm throwing it out to the audience here. Give me a topic.
I think that sounds about right, Te'Son.
Okay.
And I agree, Stroop's probably not coming back.
Guardian stuff. I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
So 2 things real quick. 1, you did write a letter home.
Yep.
I hope you don't forget about that.
Nope, I know.
2, I almost forgot to add this caveat. I was going through notes. Algiz at one point was naked with a loincloth.
Yes.
But I forgot to give you the details of that. And that is the amount of scars and things that look like patched skin. Like, on his right side, it looked like something huge took a bite out of half of him. There are scars all over that look like sword thrusts and arrows. what he covers up normally, what you're seeing from when he dried off, is impossible for any living being.
Okay, so if I go, and I'm saying if I go to see the teacher, I don't know that I get to bring any of you with me, and I don't know that I get to return easily. But it does feel like I would get the most concrete information at that point. So that one, it feels like a last resort, but it also feels like, hey, this is probably the best option for what we actually want to do. I everything else is everything else. It's, we sent word back home. They're informed. You want to do your, you have your friend that's like enchanting castle stones and stuff that we would have to get back to, but I think that means we would have to get back to the town and then get back to the castle after that. I mean, all of it's north, as far as I can tell. Everything is north. So Algiz, good news. We've got our bases covered there. No matter what we do, we're basically going that direction.
Algiz, make a perception with advantage.
Ooh, I like when I roll good numbers. I should use physical dice more often. 22.
Me too. 22. You and Te'Son are talking, and Te'Son, you watch. He says, he goes into his normal, very grumpy thought.
Yeah, brooding. Yes.
You look to the left and push just as an arrow flies by Te'Son. Roll for initiative.
Fuck.
Well, okay.
Fuck.
Welcome back, guys.
I'm not gonna lie. I literally have it in my notes. We are either not going to do any kind of combat for 2 full sessions to get back into the swing of talking and stuff, or it's going to be in the first 15 minutes. Joke's on me. We're 18 minutes in, so doesn't matter. I was wrong.
So how's the 25?
Okay.
Ooh, am I still naked?
No, you put on armor. You guys, there was a whole day.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. We woke up. We did all that stuff.
22.
22.
Te'Son, how slow were you? Because of that giggle.
Listen. Compared to people that are rolling 25s and 22s and stuff, I was very slow.
What did you roll, Mike?
3.
How did you roll a 3?
I rolled a 2 and I add a 1.
As you push Te'Son off and the arrow goes flying by, you watch it evaporate into a tree. Not hit and stick, just evaporate. Your internal blood lets you know that demons are about, but as you scan, all you see is, with a 22, is one dryad that comes out of a tree and launches an arrow. With a 22, where dryads are normally very bright green and leafy in the sticks, this one looks like there are threads of black within it.
It's been corrupted.
And you, as you push Te'Son, you pull your bow and pull out an arrow because you'll be first to react.
Oh, I love that. I get extra attacks and everything. This is so good.
I'm jelly.
So yeah. That'll be 2 attacks. Oh no, it's 3 attacks. Because I get to act first.
Oh, fancy.
Oh, so fancy. So that is... Oh, I should use my physical dice more often. So my lowest is 21 to hit.
Yeah, so all 3 of them are going to hit. In fact, because they all hit, you watch not only him push Te'Son, there's a pause before any of you turn around to see what's going on. Not only does he pull his bow, he pulls 3 arrows cocked back. Go ahead.
Fuck you. So that is 4 damage, 6 damage. So 13 damage altogether.
For 3 shots?
With 3 shots, yeah.
It's 3d8 plus your modifier 3 times.
Yeah.
It's 13. Okay.
I did not roll well.
That's fine. I just wanted to verify. I don't want to skimp out on you.
It's fair enough.
They're about they're about 60 feet away. You can only see one right now. As you turn around, Myrynda, you will be the second to act.
Okay. Forgot to open Roll20. I will admit this now.
You just need your sheets. This is all theater of the mind.
Oh, okay. That's fine. All right. So Myrynda is going to use Sacred Flame. No. Dex save at 13.
12. It hits.
2d8 then. So 14.
Okay. You hold out your holy symbol with your hand. You make a quick sigil, and a light swings down. As it does, this thing looks up. It hits. There's a bright blast of light as you hit, and you watch sticks crumble. All of a sudden, you, Myrynda, hear something off to the left.
Oh no. Why is it just me? Doc, what's going on?
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
8 points of damage as one of these, they look like long sprig arrows, lands into you. They are, dryad arrows. Te'Son, one comes flying at you from one of the other ends, and a 19.
That'll hit.
That'll be 6 points of damage as it strikes into you.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm on fire. Algiz, 21 to hit.
Maybe.
3 whole points of piercing damage, probably because you saw them first. And now you see that you are surrounded by these dryads. And as everybody sees them, you see it's not tendrils of black. It's like an oily, icky substance that you've seen when you've killed demons before. The one that shot at Myrynda, Ava, Posh, and G-Mine will go out to and try to attack. Now, this is where I'll start rolling my crap. No. Posh gets there first, pulls out the shield, and the sword swings twice, backs it off a little bit. As it does, Ava seems in her bright angel state to move faster. It comes up behind, takes 2 swings with her great sword, and one of them connects. As that happens, it goes to turn around, and G-Mine's there and just comes up with his bladed sword with 2 hands and cuts this thing in 2.
Yay, friends.
And then it'll be Te'Son's turn. There are 2 more, one off to your right and one that would have been behind if you were looking at the original.
Excellent. Te'Son is going to start by saying Juniper and putting on his I don't want to get hit by stuff. So a pink translucent is the one where it's somewhat see-through, right?
Yes.
Transparent. I remember school. This semi-glowing translucent pink coat appears on him. I will mark that spell slot gone for the day. And he'll start moving towards whichever one is furthest away from the group of our friends that started attacking something.
Okay.
But that'll be my turn.
Algie, we come back to you.
Ooh. Hell yeah. Which case, the one that I was firing at, is that down yet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick another one and start unloading arrows.
Sure.
So lowest is 17.
That'll hit.
Hell yeah.
Roll better.
Roll better. That's 3 plus 3. That's a 12 damage.
Okay.
That qualifies as better.
That is better. Your 2 strikes did better than your 3.
I know.
Myrynda.
All right. I'm going to use my soul daggers.
As you reach to your chest and draw out your soul dagger, roll me a d6.
D6. Today it is. That is a 4.
So used to you having it in front of you. Hold on a second.
I usually do. I did not because Oba called me right before.
No, that's fine. I was baited. Usually I have it up, and this is the one time I'm like, nah, she's always good.
Vorpal dagger today.
Okay.
So +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls. Okay, so that is a dirty 20. Well, actually no. That gets +6. So it's not a dirty 20. It is a 26. Does that hit, Doc?
It'll hit either way.
Do I happen to have sneak attack?
You do not.
Okay, that's fine. That's 5 damage. And then I'm going to hit with the secondary dagger, which does not have the... Actually, wait, no. Because I get +3 from the Vorpal. So it's not 5. It's actually 8.
Okay, I got it.
Baby dagger rolls... Is that also +6? Yes, it is. So
No.
I'm just going to say this hits, because it's an 18 on the dice.
Okay, yeah, it hits. But it should be less, just to let you know.
Yeah, it is. I think it's a D4. Yeah, it's a D4 +3.
Okay.
So that's 6.
Okay. Algie, fire off a couple arrows. Posh throws. It's not looking good, but it's still up as part of the twigs are breaking and it's going in. Hi, Mike's mom. It cocks back, looking straight at you and fires. 17 to hit. Myrynda?
Yes, that hits.
4 points of piercing damage. The second one will fire at Algie with a 19 to hit.
Ooh, that'll do it.
10 points of damage as it sinks
10.
in.
Oh, nice.
Ava potions, she might make a move, but it's clear across to get to either of those. They're not going to make it. And that will take us to Te'Son.
Great. I will continue to close the distance between me and an angry dryad that has a blood condition.
Either one. It doesn't matter.
Great. I would like to take a swing at it, please, with my big old wolf halberd, glaive. Glaive? Halberd? I should figure that out.
It's a battle axe.
Battle axe, that's right. It's been a while, everybody. I'm sorry.
It's finna been a minute, as the kids say.
In a minute, I'm going to take a swing at a dryad and cut it up. So I'll do a booming blade to this one.
Okay.
16, 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Reads booming blade again. Normal damage plus a d8 of thunder. That is 11 points of damage total. And it starts buzzing a little bit, vibrating a little bit.
As now you're close, you're seeing the black ichor come out of the eye sockets as well. No green, where the life of these things usually comes from.
I'm really sorry. And that'll be my turn.
Algiz, the one that you were firing at, last leg, Te'Son's up it. You think you could fire at it, but you think this one's under control because now Myrynda could get sneaky damage in as you fought with him for a while. There is a fourth that hasn't been touched. That's a little. It's 45 degrees from where you were shooting.
I might shoot at that one then.
Okay.
Subtle tips from the DM, trying to help you kill all the twig people.
So minimum is 19 to hit.
That'll hit. Well, you plan a fight and then you look at it and you're like, if the dice don't go well.
Ooh, I did much better this time. So 8 plus 3 is 11 and 10. So 21 damage.
Nice. Two arrows sinking. Myrynda.
Hi. I just rolled both attacks real quick. They're both 18s on the dice.
Both of them hit.
I was trying to see what I needed to grab dice-wise when you called on me.
You will get sneak attack it with the Vorpal dagger.
Yep. Okay,
but you're not going to need it. And are you attacking the one that Te'Son's at? Probably to get the sneak attack damage?
Probably, yeah.
It has 3 points. It's not going to survive whatever.
Hey,
Okay, cool.
But because I had
Myrynda just yeets this dagger straight into its fucking head.
Yeah. Perfect. Straight up in the little nose where the mouth would be if it had one. Right up. One's left.
Well, okay, because I had two attacks.
Go ahead, make an attack.
So the other one was also 18, so that's going to be a D4 roll.
Mm-hmm.
So that is. Of course, I roll a 1 on the dice. So that's a 4 in total.
As that happens, it goes to cock a bow, and then you watch it just walk into a tree. It leaves a black spot on that tree as it does. And it seems to disappear. Ava, Potions, G-Mine will stop because they don't know what to do. Te'Son,
Myrynda's gonna stop and go, I am very confused with the energy we have created in the force today.
Hey, keep an eye out. See if you can feel it anywhere. And Te'Son is gonna run to where that tree is with the little black ichor on it. And I want to see if I could save a little bit of it into just an empty vial.
Okay. Yeah, you could pull out a vial and get a little bit of that ichor in there. Cork it off.
I just don't want the people that live here to be really mad at us for causing a disturbance. And it's like, no. It started it. We didn't do it.
You hear a snap of a twig. You think it's another one as you guys turn around, and just from beyond that tree from where you're standing, you see a figure dressed in plated armor, the symbol of Rushmala on it. If you look down, he has a longsword, but the longsword is chained to the sheath. He wears a cloak, but it has white stripes around it, just like Potion G-Mine do. And definitely of elven descent. And as he steps forward out of the tree line next to the tree, you hear Potion G-Mine yell. We'll say it's G-Mine. Lord Titan, step away from that tree. And as he looks up, looks around, he places a hand on the tree, begins to speak in Elven. It's just an incantation. Sigils appear on the back of his hand, and by the throat he pulls the Sylvan, or the Dryad, out of the tree.
Does Myrynda finally understand what people are saying in Elvish?
You get enough. Like I said, you're at the point where if you lost your passport, you can tell somebody, you can ask where the restroom is, and you could borrow a pen.
I'm very much like if you've ever seen the scene from Inglourious Bastards where Brad Pitt is pretending to be Italian. Buongiorno. Like I think that's your Elvish. Like it's.
Est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes, s'il vous plaît?
As he does, he pulls this thing out, and he's got it by one hand, and it seems to be trying to fight at him, but his armor seems to be protecting him. Te'Son, it is your turn.
Sorry, do you mind? And I will like approach with the axe like raised, ready, but not like aggressive. I'm asking permission to attack this thing.
He bows to you and says, I take orders from you, Grand Duke. It is yours.
Oh, this is weird. And then I'll swing down.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. Again, another 23. Ooh, that's a big number. 21 points of damage.
Yeah, and as you slice through this thing and the sticks fall, the ichor stays in Lord Titan's hand. He waves a hand and in Elvish gives the incantation for prestidigitation as it falls off.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that. We haven't met formally or informally at this point. Hi, Te'Son.
He reaches out and grabs your hand or your arm,
yeah.
And he says, Lord Titan, former captain of the Western Low, many, many years ago.
Okay, great. Were you already here, or you?
At this point, Posh and G-Mine both get up there. And as you ask that, they say, we thought you traveled to a different place. You were studying death somewhere. And he says, it's been a long journey. I was just walking through. I left Adashmira, and I wasn't allowed to return until recently, when Queen Navarra released the hold from the outside. Now I'm just wandering the lands, learning what I can of Redigan. Happily came across you all here. You seem to be handling it, though. And he looks around and he says, if I remember right, Myrynda? And he looks at you and bows. He looks over and says, Algiz of the Ward. You, Algiz, have met him when he was Captain Titan of the Western Low. He was one of the fiercest warriors that the Western Low ever had, the god warriors of the Adashmira. You know, the rumor was he gave up his commission and exiled himself from the Adashmira when he failed to stop Navarra when she was only a regular Western Low from taking her squad into your master's cave to try to kill him. He took responsibility for that.
Gotcha.
So you're just wandering around? This is a weird place to wander. We needed basically the blessing of, like, Gaia to even kind of get where we wanted to. Just moseying through here?
Round-capped rainforest is welcoming to anybody who obeys the rules of the forest, or has things changed in 1,000 years?
Well, I mean, and then I hold up the little vial of ichor. Like, I don't know about change in the last 1,000 years, but it's slightly less welcoming than it was when we first got here, I guess.
He holds out a hand. May I?
Oh, yeah, sure.
And he pops it, sniffs, corks it, gives it back, and says, "Seems the demons have infiltrated the forest after all."
Yeah, I was hoping that if I saved some and I said, hey, this is an issue, I wasn't going to be met with, you're liars, without some kind of proof. And I point to it.
The politics of the forest is probably best you don't say anything about this.
Really?
That you know.
Okay.
The druids think they're always in full control. So if they don't know and you provide evidence, you may be accused of lying and subterfuge.
So if I say something happened and I don't provide evidence, I'm a problem. If I say something happened and I do provide evidence, I'm a problem. And if I don't say anything, they have a problem, but they're not aware of it.
One way to look at it. There is a fourth option.
Oh, yeah, go on.
And he looks to Algiz. Just inform the ward that the demons have infiltrated the forest. They will do what they do best and hunt.
Algiz, is that going to be okay with the people who live here?
We don't get along on the best terms with a lot of people, but most people don't really get a choice. We are respected for what we do. We are catered to for what we do.
Okay, well, this one's over my head, but you're aware of it, so you do your thing, I guess. Cool. Okay. I'll tell you what, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't. I have fumbled just about every opportunity that's been given to me while I've been here. And this is another opportunity that's been given to me that I would rather just give back. So I'll give it. Algiz, do you even get contact with the ward? How does that work with you?
Depends. We're usually around. We're not hard to find. We're kind of everywhere.
I thought your whole thing was that you were, like, specifically hard to find.
Oh, we can find each other.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. It's if you're in the know, you know. Got it. Okay. Well, that being the case, thank you very much. You don't like have a title now. Do I just call you Titan? Like, how does...
Titan works. It's my given name.
Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure, because,
By the way, kudos, Nerd Titan.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Okay, so thank you. Are you just gonna keep heading around? Are you heading somewhere in particular, or just...
You gonna finish the question?
That was the question, honestly. I could keep going. I'm trying to learn to, instead of asking 1,000 questions, just ask one question and, like, give a second prompt to it and then let it go. So you can answer it without me going on forever and being confusing.
You got nowhere to be, but that's part of wandering, isn't it?
Okay, fair enough. Not all who wander are lost and attacking demonic, corrupted tree folk. Fair enough. Well, thanks for the assist. I think we're going to head north somewhere to deal with all of the terrible that's happening. Great.
Good luck.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
He walks by, shakes Potion G-Mind's hands. They are reverent to him.
Yeah.
Very reverent. He whispers in their ears, and they both have like a conflicted, worried look on their face as he talks, and he continues to walk towards Shaito.
After he's walked away for a bit, are you two okay?
Conflicting orders, and technically he's not our captain anymore, so...
Your orders are to make sure that I don't die. So conflicting orders are that's concerning to me. What's up?
Nothing you need to worry about. As G-Mind smiles.
Who's in danger?
People that aren't you nor us.
Are we really gonna do this?
If we heed a call, we leave you.
Call to where?
Oh,
Because?
the demons have destroyed a few villages in Edishmere.
Do you
They're
want to
making
go?
headway. That is an unfair question.
I don't think so.
It is.
I'm
Because
asking if you want to.
It doesn't matter what a soldier wants to do.
You're not under my command, are you?
Technically.
Okay.
You're terrible at command, so it's worked out right now.
Exactly. So technically, what do you want to do?
Talk and think. It doesn't have to happen right this second.
Okay.
We're going north.
Okay. If you want a sabbatical, you let me know. I promise not to die until you're back. Sound good?
Fair enough.
Okay. North. I just have a vial of Ichor that I don't want anymore. And if
I'll take it.
Okay, that works fine for me, because if I leave it here, then they're definitely going to blame me. There you go.
I need to get in contact with people anyway.
Okay. Hey! Pass the evidence to the ward. Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They pack up camp, and the minute they're done packing up, the rainport comes. But you start heading north. It's treacherous. You don't remember this being this difficult on the way here.
Yeah.
You don't remember this part on the way here.
About that.
But you do trudge on. The forest is...
rumble and mumble the entire way through.
The first night, as you set up, Post, you go out looking for food like you normally do. You hear the growl of the bear, but you feel the blood before you turn, and you know that one of the lieutenants of the ward is here as you're hunting. And he says, "We were sent. You have a message."
I do. The demons have taken into the trees. The dryads aren't safe.
Round-capped rainforest is finally infested.
Finally.
Well, we'll do what we always do. Good job, brother.
Good job.
Good hunting.
Good hunting.
As
Enjoy.
they turn, the bear turns with them, and they just go trotting off into the forest. You do find something and you return. It takes you all about a week, but you finally make it out of the round-capped rainforest. The plains don't look different, but they do feel off. Something is affecting the mood of everything around you.
Is there? Huh. It feels like it sucks. Am I wrong? Am I being overdramatic right now? It feels like it sucks right now.
That's one way to put it.
So I'm not wrong.
No.
Okay. Or I am wrong, but it's okay that I'm wrong. Got it.
No, you're right. You should definitely trust your gut with these types of things. You have no idea how often that's right.
Fair enough. Let's... I think... Wow.
Maybe give me a moment.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
take
am
your,
I able to?
take your time.
Am I able to do my primeval awareness?
You can.
Yeah. And I just want to see what I detect in the area.
Sure. And you're out of the forest now, so it's a mile, right?
Yeah.
You detect 2 celestials and nothing else.
I only get celestial beings.
That's not bad.
Depends who you ask, but
I mean, if you ask the celestial beings, I'm pretty sure that they say that's not bad.
you ask
It-
the demons. They
it-
said that's not bad.
Ava says out loud, "That's not bad, the celestial,
Yeah.
not the demon, the celestial."
Yeah. No, demon not so great right now. Bad run-ins. Okay. I want to head back to the castle.
Okay, so you have options because you
Yeah.
came straight north.
Yep.
Is to like kitty corner and just do like a northeastern until you hit the road, or you can go east to Hardell and work your way up the road.
The last time that we were at Hardell, it was post-attack, but things hadn't gone nearly as bad as they should have because there was protections in place with Myrynda's house where people were protected. So we helped them rebuild a little bit, and then we left, right?
Yeah, they were on their way of rebuilding. Things were going pretty quickly.
Okay.
They started gathering to do one thing at a time under the direction of people in your party, probably Ava.
Yeah. I don't mind stopping back at Hardell for a bit and then making our way back to the main road. Making our way to town. Walking fast, at least as much as D&D travel. Yeah, let's head back to Hardell. Let's. No one gets mad at me there for questioning if they're paying attention to what's going on or not, or politics or whatever. Actually, let's be real. I just want to check in on it.
I mean, you're not going far off course.
Yeah.
It's not like, I didn't mean directly east. It's just a little bit more to the east.
Yeah, we're getting our bearings. Like the difference of like, oh, it's going to take us a half a day more to go to a town is whatever. It's a town. Okay, cool.
Well, if we kept to the forest, we could cut that time shorter.
I mean, whatever gets us there fastest, I'm all for it.
And I misspoke. You would have been able to do your full 5 miles because I forgot Redigan Forest is right outside the Round Cap Rainforest, but still nothing wrong with the 2 celestials. You guys can head to that and just follow the forest line up. Doesn't do much for that.
Okay.
Pretty much our whole travel is me watching. Literally, as far as I can catch, I'm watching the tree lines. Canopies at this stage. I now know the trees aren't our friends.
You travel 3 weeks without any issues, without seeing anything out unusual. You do see regular animals. You see the forest is alive as much as it can be. As you take the forest around, which could just be that the demons went least constricted to the main areas of Remedigan, which would, through the plains and up. It could be that demons are down. You guys would probably have your conspiracy theory talks while you're walking, but you do have 3 weeks. Is there anything anybody wanted to talk about in that 3 weeks?
I mean, I would want to talk to Potion G-Mine about if they want to head back, but at the same time, I would broach the subject, but also realize like even if they wanted to, they would probably have to travel up with us north until they got to a point where they could take a ferry to get there easier, right?
They tell you that the quickest way that they know is to get back to Remedigan Castle and cut across.
Right. So
They
yeah,
can brave the dark forest, but that
no, it's
can take
yeah.
3 days and it can take 3 months because it shifts,
Right.
and they don't want to chance it.
So yeah, I broached the subject with them quickly, and then I don't want to do the awkward thing where we part ways and then we both walk in the same direction, and then we do the oh wait, where did you leave your cart? Oh, well, that's mine too. And then we just walk there for an awkward 6 weeks to get back, and yeah, okay. Well, then we'll talk about it when we get there. You're right. It'll wait.
And it'll be posted. It'll be like, we haven't made a decision. There's enough people in the Anashmira. There's the Weston Low, the God Warriors. There's the Forest Warriors. There's beings. It's disheartening, and of course we want to know what the damage is and see what we can help, but
Sure.
this is also just as huge, and we
So-
do more here. So
Let me put it this way.
we will think and make our own decision.
And that's what I wanted to say. Orders or not, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you need to go, you can go. If you want to go, you can go. This is a you all decision, not an us. Got it? You all. Cool.
G-Mind says, I've heard of Captain Obvious, but I've never met Grand Duke Obvious before.
Listen, you can't tell me that I'm making orders, but not really, and then it can't work both ways. I guess it does. I guess it has literally worked both ways the entire time. Never mind. This has been a not fruitful conversation, but I was still happy to have it.
You make it to just south of Hardell. You're a little off. Well, you traveled the forest, so you're going to come out. And at the end of your 3 weeks, you are at the edge of another blooming, blossoming, definitely more colorful forest. I don't know if anybody's ever traveled this far south. And I will say, Algi, you know the Vale, and you know you're not allowed to go in the Vale. And that's what this portion is called.
Can I ask, out of game, does Algi know why he's not allowed to go in the Vale?
I know
The ward get orders,
Mhm.
and they either follow or they don't. And the simple fact that Algi has his own free will about him means that he definitely never disobeyed that order.
Got it. Mike will put that into his Rolodex of notes, but not Te'Son's. Okay. Well. Hardell.
We're nowhere near the Vale, though, are we? I mean,
You're coming right across the Vale as you're going to Hardell.
oh yeah, I'm
You're-
steering us away.
Yeah, you're close enough to see the sea beyond Redigan, over the horizon, over the cliffs. If it was clear enough, and it's not, from here you can see the next continent over, which is months travel, but in the distance you can usually see the hills of a country called the Twisted Sisters. It's the Isle of the Twisted Sisters.
You know what sucks? Well, most of the time, if something really, really bad were to happen somewhere, you could do the, okay, well, worst case scenario, we can evacuate. We can pick up what we can carry, and we'll move, and we'll leave. Because, a house, a town, heck, a country, a continent, there's still other places, right? But we're talking about just this, literal god of hatred and badness. So it's I can't really, get on a ship and just, sail out a few months and be on another place that isn't bad. That sucks. This is it.
Yeah. What sucks is escaping always feels like the best option. But we could always save everything and make a better home here. But it always seems to repeat.
No, I like that option better than escaping. I'm not gonna lie. Can we do that one? Can we just check off, save everything, make things better? Because you said it, and it sounded so much better than everything that I've been saying that we need to do. I want that one.
Yeah. I think we all do. It's not easy. You have no idea how hard that is.
Te'Son looks around and looks at the rest of his friends, and I'm sure like looks at like where there's a scar from when he got shot by a demonic dryad, and another couple of different teeth holes that got formed from the time that he got bit by an angry dog from the demon lady. And it's like I've got an idea like how hard it is. Like we're in it, right? Like you've definitely been doing this longer. But I mean, like we're doing it. So I'm sorry. I got excited when you were like, "Oh, save everything and make it better." He's like, "Oh yeah, Algi's done this before." Okay, and then as soon as I said that, you said, "Oh, it's really, really, really hard. Like you don't understand how hard it is." So I was about here at like a 1 or a 2, and then you said something that made me get to like a 6, and then as soon as I told you that I was at about a 6, you brought me right back to 1 or 2. So I appreciate the reality check as much as I don't.
Look, if everyone's jumping up and down, playing hero all the time, and they've got their head in the clouds, people lose track of what's actually possible. And I've watched it over so long. The dreamers, the people that want to change the world, I'm not saying they're not out there.
Mm-hmm.
But most people go out there not knowing how hard that is.
Okay, now I'm at now I'm at about a 0.5. I'm gonna go talk to my angel girlfriend to just I want to try and get to it too. This has been enlightening and depressing, but thank you.
You're welcome.
It still feels important.
I think I just walk away.
And I think that the four of you, and I'm talking about Post, G-Mine, Ava, and Algi, you've gotten this habit of like Algi takes up the rear because, long distance. G-Mine and Post alternate left and right, and Ava's always up front. And you've realized after weeks and weeks and everything that's going on, she's more likely to put herself in danger for everybody else. Like, you could see where the God Warriors get their, or excuse me, the God Warriors get their name from. But she's I'm saying it right. I think she's the warriors. She commands the warriors, but she's a knight, and so she has determination, and especially for a very short, very thin. You've seen her in a tight dress. She is extremely beautiful, but she doesn't look like she's strong. But she has a very big protective nature about herself. And also, she's way stronger than she looks, and you've seen that over and over again as well. But so in my head, Te'Son's talking to Algi, and I'm like, I'm gonna go talk to Ava, and double times it forward to where Ava is.
Oh yeah, no, Algi is depressing.
It's good for the Te'Son mood, I guess.
It really is. It's so hard to be the only bummer. So now I've got a friend. This is great. We can share the aw. burden.
Were you getting away from the conversation, or did you really have something to talk to her?
No, this is static wipe.
Okay. How far away from, like, you guys see the veil? It's beautiful. It's a vibrant set of colors, more than the round cap rainforest. But as that comes into visual, at camp night, Algi's like, we got to go off a little bit. And he's having this conversation with you guys, talk about how you got to go around this beautiful forest that you're approaching. And I would say, Myrynda, you've heard stories of the Vale, both good and bad. It's the forest clump that is just south of Hardell in the plains. It seems to be existent on its own. All talks of beings that will kill you if you go in without, but some travelers have talked about being near death and a feminine figure coming out and healing them and helping them even to Hardell. Hardell knows that there is a wood elf that will come there. Alex, thank you. Will come there and get some provisions from time to time and leave. But you've never seen or met that being.
Why am I getting a wibbly wobbly timey wimey feel from this, Doc?
Because you want to? Because Matt's it's not Matt Smith, it's David Tennant's back as a doctor. I don't know. But Algie, you talk about how you should shift your directions. What do you say?
I think I'd just advise. I'm like, I can't go that way. It's not safe that way. We need to go around the veil.
Are those two different things, or are they the same thing? You can't go that way, and it's not safe that way, or you know what I mean?
It's the same thing.
Fair enough. All right, veer and look at the pretty forest from a distance, everybody. On your right, you will see the veil.
The
On your
light,
Welcome to
Right,
Jurassic
third
Park. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
and it'll be on your right. The lighting is beautiful tonight. So the full moons always miss each other, seemingly. It happens once, maybe twice a year. The big moon, Ashtira, is bright. For most people, you see it as a white. Anybody of elvish background, their eyes will see like a slight blue shade in the white.
We established that Myrynda can see that as well, because
Sure.
Faye.
Yep. And then Dayton is like half full as well. And it's like the brightest it's been in all your travels. No dark forest to stop it. No, even the red seems to be pierced. The red coloration in the air just seems to be pierced by this. You guys talk. I think at this point, Ava has just got accustomed to when she's not at watch. She's worked her way to big spooning Te'Son, if he would let her.
She's in charge, sure.
Myrynda is jealous of this, because she does not get Big Spoon for addendum all that often.
You haven't seen him. Now it would be 3-4 weeks. Maybe more. Yeah. More. You're like 5 or 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Since the last time you even talked to him. But you are out of the forest now. And the last time Te'Son did mention to try something with the sending stone that he, or the not sending stone, but the stone to call him. If you wanted to try before you got near a populated area, just in case.
That was just trying to talk to it, right? Like it was an actual sending stone.
Kinda, yeah. I think the phrase was different if I remember right.
What was the phrase?
Mike, what did you suggest? It's been a while.
Bruh, we're talking about like 8 weeks at this point.
I would love to help you, but that particular recording had sound issues concentrated
yeah.
on the Nerdworks. So
Yeah, that was all me.
Okay, so we're going to retcon it and just be... we're going to make it... Hey, Addendum. I miss you.
as you're sitting around, you say this, and you feel a hand on your shoulder, and before you can respond, knowing exactly who it is, you flash back to a memory. The blue dress, the Montera form, looking in the pond, and the strong hand, but this time when you turn, unlike in your dream where everything disappears and changes, Addendum's standing there, and he says, "I've missed you too, little one." But he's in full suit, back in his regular looking attire.
Myrynda gets up and gives him a kiss.
He definitely returns it. You caught me at a good time. That's all he says. As you the hug happens, there's an embrace. You touch his arm, and he seems to wince a little bit.
Myrynda, I have a spell that does necrotic damage. I think. I do. It is inflict wounds. I am going to use inflict wounds to heal my boyfriend.
The minute you start sigils, he grabs your hands. He says, "It's not that type of wound. I will be okay."
What happened?
I have been tasked. We've taken the area around the Void Castle. In another month and a half, there'll be no more contact with me. And I will take my entire legion to try to destroy the altar of Deimos.
Take me with you. Don't do this alone.
You would be more of a distraction, and I would say 50,000 demons or devils is not doing it alone.
Well, you're not wrong. You know I've always had your back.
I appreciate that. But this is a danger I don't want to put you into.
I'm already a part of it. Deimos has me marked.
You don't have any idea of how the forces of the Abyss fight.
So teach me.
When you get back to Remedigan Castle, I promise to take you, for lack of better terms, on a date to the Abyss, but you will not be bound there.
Out of character, what a fucking date!
Hold on. This guy suggested, hey, if you want to go to the Abyss and fight Deimos there and get rid of him permanently, it's cool. We just have to do this weird ritual, and all of you have to die for it. But, hey, don't worry. I'll take you there on a date, and it'll be fine.
He said it out loud. Everybody can hear. He did not.
Oh, I assumed that Myrynda went to like an area to have this conversation.
I see it as everybody.
We were still at the fire.
Okay. Yeah, she's at her little camp area. It's removed, but it's not far away.
All right.
Myrynda pulled out the stone while sitting at the fire.
Sure. No, that works better. I can be an asshole now instead of quiet. Hey, so are you gonna wait? Does she have to die and like we have to have people like chant and stuff for this date? Because that seems like much. Like you're here. Go on a date here. We've got a campfire. We can walk away and you guys can like sit down and roast marshmallows or whatever bullshit. Like, why are you trying to kill people for, oh, it's okay. I'll take you to a play in the abyss. You can see my house and stuff. What the hell? Literal hells.
She doesn't have to die, Te'Son.
Wait, then how come we had to die to go?
Because she will not be bound there. She will not have physical being there. You wanted to fight in hell.
Right.
That's a physical thing.
Okay.
To get you there is a whole different aspect.
That's okay. Are you gonna like hug her soul? Is that a thing? Like, you mean like?
I would think he would be the only one that would be able to physically interact with me.
You're saying physical again, but like no physical form. So it just.
And it just means I can't touch things, except maybe him, depending on how the rules work on it.
Which is the safest aspect, because if you touch something you shouldn't as a living soul, consequence.
So again, just real quick, you said earlier, and I didn't want to interrupt, but also didn't know at the time that I could. You caught me at a good time. So you're here, you're dressed nice, and it's not a bad time. And you both are like actually like, and Te'Son will walk up and like poke them both. Yep, you're here, physically here. So everybody, we're gonna go 200 feet that way. Goodbye.
Te'Son, there are two people that are not as comfortable with me being here as you are. Probably four.
Great. We're gonna walk away 200 feet, and all of them are going to be much more comfortable.
I can still hit him from 200 feet.
See, there you go. Everybody's on good terms here.
He does laugh out loud and says, if that's your idea of good terms, Te'Son.
Listen, Te'Son is saying
Myrynda's
all this while he's
going to,
rolling
like,
up his tent.
Myrynda's going to, like, put her hand gently on Addendum's shoulder. Te'Son's view of good terms has not been good terms. There's been trauma.
No, you're right.
So,
you're right. We should absolutely not try and do this really simple thing instead of trying to do a like, oh, don't worry, we'll take a good date and I'll take your soul down there because you can't have a physical form because then you'll be bound there. But it's okay, I'll show you. You're both fucking here. I don't understand this shit.
Character, this feels like Te'Son is encouraging Addendum and Myrynda to have some happy fun time.
This is encouraging two people that are in a moment that are totally fine to be able to hang out however they see fit. I am not manifesting anything other than the opportunity. What you do with it is whatever you do with it. Goodbye.
G-Mine walks over near Algiz and just says, I think in the battles to come, we need all the help we can get.
Whatever.
And as you finish this talk, Te'Son, he just looks down and says, though I would love to, I have but a moment.
Already walking away. I don't care. I'm already relocating. Can't hear you. I'm being somewhere respectful. Goodbye. Grab Ava's hand on the way.
She like, as you do, she's like, well, I want to see.
I love how Ava is just invested in this tea. Like, part of Ava absolutely hates Addendum. But, like, the Ava part of Ava is just like, no, but I need the gossip.
Ava part of Ava is one of my favorite statements. The Ava part of Ava.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It makes perfect sense with context. So anyway, Myrynda is kind of just looking at Te'Son and is like, because like, relatively speaking, as a wood elf form, she's pretty pale. She has like golden highlights to her skin to a little degree. But like, other than that, she's actually very pale. And so like, her face is just as red as Mike's background. Which, for those who are listening to this as a podcast, is pretty fucking red.
Or are colorblind and don't understand red. Got it. Very
It's
red.
it's the lighter gray ones behind you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes,
The not black ones. Got it. Cool.
the not black ones.
In this moment, under this light, there's a simple moment. And it's a good time to take a break.
Hey everybody, I've got a bit of a cold and I haven't done this in like 8 weeks or so. So this is where I talk about the smooth transition, about going and getting water, maybe some food, using the potty, all of that stuff. You know, the self-care in between the us care and all that. So we'll be back in a minute. I miss you all. I love you all. Stay tuned. One of these is a break screen. There it is.
And so I just pinned the giant down and we made love for hours. Oh, I'm sorry, we're live. Sorry.
I mean, as one does.
What was their name?
Ida.
I like it.
It was a beautiful name. It's what attracted me to the spot in the first place. You know how hard it is to pin a giant down, though? Not easy.
I mean, with consent, I'm sure it's not that difficult.
Was the last name Fish Sandwich?
No, but it was very much. There, I mean, we didn't sign papers at that point.
Not yet.
So I did the first thing. Somebody give me what happened in the first half of this episode.
We decided to make our way north, but before we made our way north, a bunch of corrupted dryads started shooting stuff at us. I wouldn't say we were saved by Titan, but we met Titan, who helped us clean up. That was nice. And started heading out of the forest, making our way north, heading towards Hardell, check on them before we go back up to the castle. Had a couple of conversations, and we left with Addendum and Myrynda having a somewhat private moment. Now I'm going to eat a big salad. Bye.
So Ava says, I think we need to have a conversation, Te'Son. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
Te'Son is eating one of the handful of rations that Stroop last made us that are absolutely spiced up to be delicious.
God, everything would be so bland now that Stroop's not around.
It is.
Damn. 'Cause
And
I'm
if
not
it's not, Te'Son casts prestidigitation, so it is.
Everything tastes like my soup broth.
Look, I'm sure by being a taste tester for Stroop, Myrynda has at least some knowledge of local flora and fauna, so that we are not at least getting poisoned.
I'm countering this. I'm countering this because there's so much concern that you are poisoned, and we decide that the number is like 10% of the time. And that's with somebody who knows what they're talking about for the most part. I think it's worse now. Because you're basically
I didn't
assuming...
say it wasn't worse.
Okay.
I said, we've got more than a 50-50 chance of not being poisoned.
I'll give you that.
But it's probably like a 35% chance of getting poisoned.
Mm-hmm. I'm giving every...
It's still better than the average person.
Okay.
Also, it was perfect mood lighting, but you have your moment.
Kiss the girl. Sha-la-la-la-la.
It's short. He wasn't kidding. He needed to go back. Next day, you guys head out. You avoid the Vale, so it gives you like another day. It would take about 3 more days of travel to get to Hardell. But as you approach Hardell, it looks different. There's walls. It's starting to get near twilight, but there's still enough light that as you approach, 2 guards yell out who you are. Who are you? As you're coming from an area that normally doesn't have any people around it.
Hi, we're back. We helped. Probably.
Oh, the prince is here, and the prince is here, the prince is here.
Gross. Don't like that. Just go with Te'Son.
They open up the gate and you walk into Hardell. It's beautifully built. People put a lot of time into this. But it doesn't look worse for wear. It actually looks better than you remembered. Whose house are we going to?
Oh, Myrynda's. Got no reason to go to our... I don't got no reason to go to my house. Right?
Mm.
Let's go to your house.
Yeah, we're going to my house.
You all head over to your house. The cellar door is gone. And as you touch the handle, you hear the magical vibration. You say the word and you open the door. Beautiful, not a speck of dust. Things are cleaned. Things are going. You hear the whistle right when you walk into the door of a teapot that seems to be put on.
And how do you know every time I'm gonna be here?
I mean, if it means anything, they literally like did a cascading call of the prince is here, the prince is here, the prince is here. So
Te'Son?
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
okay.
The hustle and bustle of the whole town it's vibrant, goes away the minute the door is closed. Just like Martin's house, it just goes quiet.
Look, it's sensory safe. It's okay.
Sure.
If they have those big ears, you know, more sounds get in. It makes sense.
I mean, I could be, but I got my new Florida hoodie on.
Doc, here's the thing. Unless you give context to what was just said, I have to actually edit it out, and that's work.
Have fun.
Fine. I wasn't saying that you shouldn't give it context. I was going to keep that in. That's fine.
The longer we talk about it in no context, that's the longer you have to edit stuff out.
Yeah, I know. This is my life, but it's also not my body, so it's not my permission.
I do kiddie pool streams too, and I'm not giving any context to that.
Well, yeah, but I have to edit that out because of the first part. Damn it, Doc. This is... No, I'm just sad. Hey, so what'd we miss? I'm talking in the house now. Now I have to edit this part out.
No, you say that.
Talking to the pixie.
Yep.
Yeah, you say that, and nothing yet. As a tray floats in, goes down, enough cups are there. The tea pours itself for everybody.
Myrynda's gonna sit down and just enjoy the tea and wait for our pixie.
After a few moments, you see appearing in the air as your pixie. She looks around.
Hello, darling.
Hello. She looks at Te'Son and says, "So, are you blind, or you want me to really talk about how they rebuilt the town and everything's been going well?"
I mean, it's not just like the small talk thing, just that it's been going really well. Great. Has it been all self-sufficient? Has it been, outside help? Has everything been safe?
They've learned their lesson. It's been safe enough that one of the nomadic tribes are just north of here camping out.
Oh, cool. See, I can see, but I couldn't see that. That's the difference. I'm more asking for outlying You know what? You are stuck in this house. I'm gonna stop being rude to you.
Te'Son, pixies are also members of the Fae.
Sure.
This is just how we are.
That's fine, but I mean...
But how have you been, darling?
Okay.
I've been well, but I'm not stuck in the house.
No, I don't mean like stuck in the house. I mean like you're here. And we've been going all over the place. So it was more of a, hey, how's it going? It was more of me asking to like see how you're doing as well as how, your town is doing.
I feel I should let you know I'm not a slave, I'm not trapped, this isn't a deal.
Sure.
I have a job.
Yeah.
I take care of the house.
Right.
And whatever Miss needs.
Sure. I didn't mean to come off. Oh man, now I feel. I literally said I wanted to come here so I wasn't insulting anybody for the way of their life or anything like that. And it's literally the second thing that we've.
Te'Son, drink your tea.
Oh wait, sorry.
And as you go to put the tea up to your lips, she very loudly says, "I hope that's not the one I poisoned." But anyways, things have been going well, Miss.
That's all right. If I die, I don't have to deal with this conversation anymore. It's fine.
Myrynda has to stop herself from spit taking from this interaction.
I think Te'Son literally does like a sip, a pause without the tea actually being removed from his lips, and then just continues to drink after like a good beat or two.
I will prepare rooms for everybody, but where's my favorite one?
Droop had to leave us. She needed the rest of her training.
You have a job, so does she.
She side-eyes you, Te'Son. So sorry for the interruption, Miss. Please continue.
As the guardian, she was not quite ready when she had the role thrust upon her. And so she is getting the training that she needs in order to fulfill her role.
I'm really going to miss having her around.
So am I.
But anyways, I will make sure the rooms are prepared, as I believe you need them. Excuse me. And she just floats off into non-existence, out of the air.
Cool. Things here are okay. I like it. It feels very calm before the storm.
Oh, it most definitely is, Te'Son.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts. That's exactly what's going on.
It's much more unsettling. But okay.
I agree. You are not incorrect in pointing this out, Te'Son. You are saying what is unspoken throughout the lands right now.
Okay. So, I guess from here, it's just, I mean, it's been safe travels. It's we're here, we're resting a day, and then the castle. Wow, okay. I'm not going to complain about the calm and the storm. I'm not. So I'm going to get over the discomfort of being inside of it instead.
It has me worried.
Me too, but
because how long is it going to last?
Well, that's the point.
And what is going to come after the calm?
Well, we know what's coming after the calm, and that it's worse than anything we've ever known.
I mean, obviously, but is it going to ramp up immediately? Is it going to? There's a lot of different factors, Te'Son.
Yeah. All we can do is head back as fast as we possibly can.
Te'Son, I think you're wearing off on me. Your anxiety has really upped my own.
I'm literally talking about how I'm not going to let myself feel anxious about this. And you are telling me how I am making you feel anxious about me trying to get rid
No,
of my
I'm saying
anxiety.
just in general, Te'Son.
Yeah, I know. It's just I'm not. It's not this moment. The timing of this moment and this revelation is it's not alarming to me. It's very much a oh okay. Sorry about that. I guess. Drink your tea, Myrynda. It's fine.
She just laughs and takes a sip of her tea. And just over to the side. This is like a sleight of hand thing. She takes one of the flasks and pours a little bit of alcohol into the tea.
Yeah, I don't care how high you roll. A few of the people see it.
I get a +6. Let's see.
We all have advantage on watching you drink.
That is that is 18 plus 6.
Mm-hmm. Watching Myrynda drink is actually all of our favorite terrain. So we know.
That doesn't beat a 19 plus 6.
There you go. I like the idea of like this moment that we're having here, but in character.
Okay,
It's a
so
little bit of
Algiz is
ribbing
the
each
one
other.
that sees that Myrynda is pouring alcohol into the tea over to the side. Only one.
I'd say nothing about it. Algie literally couldn't care less. But I see it at least.
Anything else you guys want to talk about?
I think it's just this. It's ribbing each other. It's acknowledging that this is weird. And
Yeah,
just
it's a lot of like kind of uncomfortable like anxiety, but like not entirely acknowledging what's going to come, I think. Because we all know what's going to come. We've read the accounts. We know what's about to happen to us. We've been battling all of this stuff for a while now. The question is, how much worse is it going to get?
The night goes on. Before you go upstairs, Te'Son, Ava just says, "Can we? I'd love to see your house."
Sure. Okay.
You guys go outside.
Mhm.
There's bustle in the night, and it's kind of off-putting as you open the door.
You've seen my house before. Like we've talked here.
We have?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You're a liar.
Probably.
Okay.
You go into your house.
Mhm.
That's what it is now. Nothing's changed. It is dusty. Nobody's been in here for a while. It has magic. As the door closes, you can't hear anything outside, but the magic is not for cleanliness.
Start going every 5 feet. Prestidigitation. 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 Sorry, I didn't clean up. I didn't know I was going to have company.
And as you turn around, when you say that part after you prestidigitate a few spots, Ava's kneeling on the ground with a box in her hand.
What'd you find?
I've had this. And she opens it up, and it's a woven wooden ring.
Okay.
Well, see, I'm jealous, and I want to rectify that.
I'm confused.
Well,
And I'd like to rectify that. Help.
You and I are both bonded to Wrath through ritual.
Sure. Okay.
I was wondering if you would be bonded to me.
Oh. Okay. Right. Ooh. Okay. Ooh.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But I want to be a patron, so call me, maybe.
Not quite.
And it's not new anymore.
Yeah.
We've got months now.
So, ooh. Can I give it's not no, and it's not even no but, and it's not yes and. I need a yes if that's okay. I literally do not know if I'm allowed to like do this.
He just looks quizzically at you, but lets you continue.
So me, Te'Son, hi. This
She
is
waves
gesturing hi.
on her knee,
Yep.
holding a box.
I would tell you to stand up, but that would be like stopping you, but I don't want to stop. So Te'Son is actually going to kneel on a knee too, just a mirror, so we're at eye level. So me, yes, absolutely. This is the only good thing. So yes. However, you know how I keep telling everybody stop calling me Prince and Grand Duke and all of these other things? I don't know what my rules are for those things and titles and what this is. So my answer is yes. If I don't like cause a war or something because of it, because I don't know how that works.
She takes the ring, slides it onto your ring finger on your left hand.
Hey, nice, that fits.
And she says, well, if the rules are you have to be married to somebody of royalty, I am an uncrowned princess of Eldoran.
Sure, and that's... Did I know that?
Most people don't, because Dawn Warriors and Dawn Knights aren't allowed to hold any other titles.
Right. So I'm not like... I don't know if that makes it easier or harder, to be honest with you.
Who cares?
I don't. Listen, I just don't want... Like I said, the answer is yes. I don't want to piss somebody off that I don't want to piss off. Like, if it's somebody I don't care about, great, we piss them all off. I don't care. But, you know, if the queen is all like, no, oh, well, you have to do it this way, otherwise it's bad. And it's like, all right, is it actually bad? Or is it like, hey, I'm breaking tradition and blah, blah, blah. Like, I have been a part of Adishmira, as far as I know, for like a few months. And then they said, here's responsibility. And I actually don't know what any of that responsibility is, so I don't want to piss them off. So okay, I'll tell you what. No yes if. I'm changing my yes if. It's yes, and I hope that I don't piss anybody off. Woo. I hope we don't piss anybody off. See? Bonded.
She grabs you and kisses you.
Yeah.
You're just rambling.
I know. This is my favorite thing. And getting to a point where Doc is like, shut up, Mike.
I was going to let you go, but I was like, we got other things to cover. There's a lot of prestidigitation, but if Ava gets her way, you don't go back to Myrynda's.
No, we don't. She's in charge. We've already discussed this.
Ava wears the pants in this armor.
She could. She chooses to wear the skirt and the dress. You all go. Well, not you all. That's fade to black. Algiz and Myrynda, you go up to your rooms. Myrynda, nothing has changed. Algiz, your room is dimly lit. Very. How to put this? It's very Dracula-like. Blacks and reds.
I was gonna say reminiscent of a crypt or cave, but
No,
Dracula-like works too.
just very dark and angsty room. The rooms here can shift.
Very hot topic. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
Yeah, there you go. There is a place to place your bow on a weapons rack that's right above the side table. It's like the room meets your needs, and it's also basic enough to not overdo you, not have too much. Is there anything you two want to do before you go to sleep?
Myrynda is going to anxiously practice her soul knife tai chi.
Okay.
Does this room have a window?
You wanted to have a window? Would Algiz want to have a window?
Oh, you'd probably want it to have a window.
It has a window.
Literally just to crack it open, and before I'm ready to sleep for the night I'm probably smoking out the window, which is
Okay.
something I've not done around everyone else.
You could swear nothing else is going on, but as you smoke, you look down and there's a side table with an ashtray and a chair by the window.
That's so convenient.
It's the
I've not
house
met
of
these people.
requirement.
Well, it's the
That's
pixie of a requirement, but who's counting, right?
Yeah, so I
As
just
Well,
you-
the house also conveniently had a cellar for a while when people needed it, so it's the
And-
house of requirement.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to be there now. You open the window and it shifts from the nothing to there's people out, whether they're walking and talking. This town has had more life than the last time you were here.
I think I'm just kind of watching out the window, watching everyone walk past. I might even fall asleep in that chair.
As you're watching people walk past, you have a thought. This may be the last time that all those people take a breath.
Hmm.
The responsibilities of the ward are heavy, but the god of tyranny and hatred is a whole nother level.
Hmm.
You fall asleep in the chair with the window open, you can hear things. Myrynda, you finish your Tai Chi and you go to bed. Images come to you in the night, nothing you can grasp onto. Some good, some bad. The weight of the moment finally catches up with both of you as you sleep. Algiz, the wars that you've been in, the deaths that you've endured. Jostle you at one point when you go back to sleep. The cold breeze on sweaty skin makes it easier as you swipe a blanket just to cover yourself. It is the calm before the storm. But you haven't even met the storm, and you've seen all that you've seen. You heard both Posh and Jimine talk about villages of the Adashmira being destroyed. They've talked a little bit amongst you, not trying to hide anything, but it is a personal opinion. They might leave you to go home. The Adashmira is very well protected, and it's still losing things. And a last thought before you go to bed, Algie. What's the northern part of Remedigan going to be like? The next morning, you all wake up. Algie, you don't remember, but the cover is fully pulled over your neck. You get woken up first because of markets opening up on the outside. Noise comes through the window. As you do, you look over. The ashtray is clean. It's moved. There's a plate of breakfast. It's warm. Myrynda, you're used to this as you wake up and breakfast is on your side table. You guys open your doors. Posh, G-Mine. Posh is inside. G-Mine's not there as you walk downstairs. And that's the only person in the house besides you two.
Did Posh go to Te'Son's house?
You're more than welcome to take a peek or ask G-Mine.
Did Posh go over to Te'Son's, or is he taking a breather?
He's standing watch right now. He relieved me last night. Te'Son went into his house last night, and we're giving him privacy, knowing the house can protect him.
Entirely valid. Entirely valid.
Who's gonna go see if he's okay? I mean, let him know we're all up and moving.
I'll go do it. Myrynda's kind of just like, all right, well, Ava was fucking like being all up in my business about this. I'm gonna go like prance and knock on the door. So Myrynda's gonna walk next door.
As you open the door to leave your house, Te'Son and Ava are there, looking totally fine, fully dressed, and say, "Do you all eat already? Or, I'm sorry, were you waiting on us?"
I forgot what we named the pixie.
You nicknamed her Tink. I know the real name. I don't remember the nickname.
I don't remember the real name.
Make a perception roll for me.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. 21.
Te'Son's got a new piece of jewelry. A wooden ring on his left hand.
So
Myrynda is going to gently...
real quick, because I want to backtrack to something. I want to backtrack to something real quick about that. As we're getting up and we're about to leave, just straight... So, is this like... We get into a lot of unsafe situations. Is this, like, hardy? Like, it's wood, but, like, is it like, oh, don't worry, my hand will get broken before this will get broken? Or do I need to cover this? Or do I need to, like, necklace or something? Like, what's the best way to protect this? Or does it not need protecting?
It's stronger than your hand.
Okay.
It's ironwood.
Oh, okay. I felt a little bit insulted, and now I don't. So, okay, good. All right, cool. Then there it stays. Okay.
Okay,
Now
so
fast forward back
Myrynda,
to the present. Sorry.
Myrynda, noticing the new piece of jewelry, kind of gently puts her hand out towards Te'Son's. Well, that's new.
Te'Son looks at your hand, and then like looks over it some more and says, "What? No, that doesn't look any different than before." Like moving your hand around.
Myrynda's going to look towards Ava. I take it you made a move.
I don't know what you're talking about. I made a move.
The ring.
I'm not moving. Oh yeah. I asked and he said yes.
Congratulations.
I'm hungry.
Of course, Te'Son, we'll get some breakfast for you.
Great.
There's tea. There's really good flavored food. I think Te'Son takes a bite and like prestidigitation. So, because you got to keep Stroop's memory alive.
Too much.
You might say that out loud, but the real thing is, well, that's good. No, it can't be that good.
Nope. 100%. Too much. Too much good. Less good.
You guys are gonna head out today. Do you want to? There are markets. People are moving. There are shops. Do you want to do anything before you leave? Do you need refills on anything? One thing over these weeks, like no matter how much Post shoots arrows, no matter how little's left in the quiver, in the morning it's full.
Honestly, I'm good if you're all good. I feel.
Okay. So,
Algiz is-
this is something we didn't take into account when we were talking about the poisoning. I have proficiency in poisoner's kit.
So you're really good
So
at making the poison be good poison?
I would know what would poison us.
Poisoner's
for that
kits,
reason.
Proficiency
So
in
I'm
poisoner
actually
kit.
probably better at figuring out what would poison us than Stroop was.
No, because it was accidental and food poison more than it is death poison. Even though sometimes they hit death poison.
You're really, really good at making our food as poisonous as you want to make it. Doesn't mean that it's going to be non-poisonous.
Just a little at a time. She's just helping you build up immunity.
Yeah. By season 6, we'll all have advantage against poison. It'll be great.
Does that give me immunity? I've already got advantage.
No.
Different
No.
poisons.
But it did remind me of my favorite quote, which is by Churchill, because he was always a smart ass. And some lady said that if he was her husband, she'd poison him. And he said, if you were my wife, I'd drink it.
Ooh, I know that one.
I do know that one. Honestly, I was here worried and waiting for something to be terrible, and it's not. So I'm kind of good on the go where we're needed and don't stay where we're not.
Yes, I agree. As much as I would enjoy relaxing, now is not the time.
Things seem better here than they were. Hell, even in the rainforest at this point. So
I wouldn't mind an opportunity to do a bit of a shop.
oh well, shit, feel free.
Well, of course.
Only because leather armor only goes so far.
Okay, we're here.
Although
So
I don't have the money.
I probably got you. Probably, depending on what you want to get.
Probably.
They didn't spend any of the money you gave them to go shopping with. Oh, wait. Myrynda spent a little bit. She got the corset.
I don't remember
Yes.
getting anything.
No, because he had to make it for you.
Yes, I still have 199 gold and 9 silver.
And you still have 200 gold because you didn't buy anything. Canonically, he gave you 200 gold.
Oh, nice. In which case, yeah, no, I should be fine.
Hey, just kidding. I forgot. Now it works. It's been several weeks, so it's totally legit. Yeah, see if you can get a new kit here. I am good. I don't know.
If I can find armor that is a little bit better, I would like it, but I doubt I can. And keep my stealthy abilities.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If you're gonna try and find something that's gonna give you a little bit more protection, a town that literally just survived and re-fortified itself after an attack, probably not the worst place to look.
You're not wrong, Te'Son.
It'll be fancier at the castle, but it'll be good here.
Yeah, it's the quality, not the...
What's up,
The
sorcerer?
ability, not the quality.
My armor is a word.
You look around and like I said, it's been better. You do know where the leatherworking shop is, and you both head in there. You're looking around, it is fully stocked. There has been more hunting and more leather producing, and they have fully stocked shelves here.
Just a question.
Yeah.
Not that I know that this explicitly exists. Would demon skin armor be better? There were plenty of demons killed. There would be plenty of demon leather.
Most of them dissolved.
When a demon is killed here
It's
by
true.
you guys, it dissolves. There's been one demon that didn't, and you were taken away from that area.
True.
And that was the one that Addendum killed.
I'd imagine Addendum would appreciate us wandering around in demon skin armor too.
No,
He
get a kick
hates
out of it.
demons. He would
Is it
actually
devil?
enjoy you. It would be some. It would be a kink for him.
Oh boy.
Hey, baby.
But talking to the old smith that you knew, Myrynda, I think it was, asking about breastplate, is still 400 gold here.
Yep. Still don't have enough.
That's not what I'm after.
What do you need?
I need something.
I'm talking to
I need
both of you at
light
this point.
armor. I need better light armor.
Okay.
Well, could you wear medium armor? Because that's what I was talking
I
about.
can, but I don't want my
So
Actually,
my
breastplate,
stealth to be impacted.
breastplate is the highest medium armor you can get that does not give you disadvantage on stealth. That's why I mentioned that too.
Then yes, I can, because I'm also a cleric. So clerics have proficiency in medium.
There you go.
Actually, what's the highest medium armor I can get?
It's a breastplate.
Half plate.
Oh yeah. But that's disadvantage.
That's going to be at a different shop, and it will give you disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah, that's why Myrynda is very
y'all sneaky
careful
people want some breastplates.
No, I'm happy with half plate.
Okay. Well, gotta get
I'm
you
not
back to the
actually
castle.
sneaky.
Oh, that's right.
I am.
Talking to the clerk, you start asking about like different armors and stuff like that, and he mentions, the next shop over is the armor smith. It's metal, but mentions half plate too.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Breastplate is a mixture of both. It's leather contained, but the front plate is definitely metal.
Mm. And I march my way over.
So we're gonna put her to 0. Te'Son lose another 200 for her breastplate.
Yep.
And then you head into the other shop. As you walk in, weapons galore, all different types, from halberds down to daggers are in here. There is one armor suit with full plate on it, but hanging on the wall with a sign next to it is half plate armor. And the sign reads 750 gold.
Oh boy.
What's wrong?
I can't afford that.
How much you got?
I got the 200 that you gave me. That was about it.
Okay, what else?
I have not needed money
That is a fair point.
for a while.
Okay. Excuse me?
Human out of the back, a little bit more rotund, but obviously it's all in strength. Like you hear the stop of the click, and he comes forward and says, "Yes, I'm sorry. Can I help you? I didn't hear you come in."
Can we have that for a little bit less, please? We're gonna kill demons with it.
Most people are killing demons nowadays.
I was told that I should try and negotiate if I'm buying something.
It's a smart move. And looks over. At this point, you two are next to each other, and he goes, "Oh, for a member of the ward, I can let it go bare minimum 600 gold."
Awesome, sounds great. And Te'Son will pay for it.
He takes the breastplate of the half plate armor that it is into the back. It says, "Just a moment," and you hear banging and chiseling as he's working different tools. It takes about 20 minutes, but as he comes forward, he says, "Here you go," and there's exchange of money. And as you look, there's the symbol of the war, the crossed weapons.
Very kind. Thank you very kindly.
You saved us. Especially if you were with the ones that came here, it's the least I could do, but can't let it go for free. That's my only problem.
I wouldn't expect that to go for free.
Oh, me neither. Sorry. I was totally fine with you telling me no. This worked. I'm very happy.
You should take classes. There are better ways to negotiate.
I'm hoping I don't need to do it that often, to be honest with you.
Kind of fun sometimes.
Sometimes, but like the idea of coming back and saying, hey, I need another armor means that either this one wasn't what we wanted or I need to replace an armor because, bad stuff.
Well, you need to replace armor and have it fixed from time to time anyway.
Oh, that's fixed. That's bringing it back. That's fine.
Not insulting and keeps us in business. So
fair enough.
Don't be afraid.
Okay. Well, Algi, you hold on to that money because the queen told me that people should travel with some money, and then, you have money to come back and get it repaired if you want to.
Thank you very kindly.
Sure.
And now you're watching. Te'Son's pulled money out of his bag before, but now he's counting 500 or 600 gold out of this thing.
Mm-hmm. I think it, and not in like a show off kind of way. I think he just does like dump all of the money onto the table and then starts counting 1, 2, 3, and like counting it over to the side.
I think Te'Son is quicker. I think he does stacks of 10.
Well, he can,
like really fast,
but he really wants people to know I'm giving you everything that you asked for. Also, hey, if you want to help me count this out, that's totally fine. Just.
After a long bit of paying, which takes longer than putting the mark on the armor for you, you all walk out with new armor. You two. Not on. It takes time. But you have new armor.
Cool. Back to the castle?
Yeah, yes. Give me a second as I'm strapping in these, I'd imagine there's these leg pieces that fit over my boots and the chest plates and all those other fun bits and pieces. I clank a little bit when I walk now.
But Algi, you put it on with trained, like you've owned the armor forever. You don't miss a strap, you don't miss a beat, mostly because 40,000 years ago, your household would have taught you everything about every armor.
But yeah, I wear it like it's been mine this entire time. It's just shiny.
I want to take some dirt, scuff it up just a little bit. That looks more like you.
Yeah, that does really make it feel like mine now, doesn't it?
I mean, we can add some blood to it, and then it would be perfect.
Give it time.
Te'Son is in the middle of about to cut his hand open, and
Te'Son,
no.
Then
here's give it time.
You.
It's like, oh, okay.
No, Ava stops you right as he says, "Give it time."
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Are you gonna do the Orikar? Anyway,
No, I'm good.
You guys get ready and you head out. Whether you go back to the house or put armor on, that's fine. You just didn't put it on in the shops, is all I'm saying.
No. I think I lack enough grace to, I've probably done that out in the street.
Oh, yeah. And I think Myrynda, Ava would definitely help you with yours.
Yeah.
You begin the long trudge back to the castle as you leave Hardell. It's not long. Maybe a couple 100 feet when you hear a familiar noise and you turn around and you watch the God Killer come to a slow halt. And over the side, you see a familiar drow. Ah, there you are. Took a while to find you. Lower the plate, and you watch the thing be lowered, and she comes down and says, can I give you a lift anywhere, or do you enjoy the walk?
I think it would be helpful given that we are on a smaller time span than we would maybe prefer.
Good. We have a new crew member that would like to talk to you. Come aboard.
Aye, or whatever.
At this point, Ava grabs Te'Son's hand, and you do see a smile from Delaria.
Myrynda just has this cheeky smile. Like, I know what you guys were up to. I know what you did last session. The perfect shirt on today.
As you come aboard, she just get comfortable, get bunks. Rain, if you can take Myrynda down to the meeting room, that'd be great. And this pixie haircut, beautiful, very thin elf who has like little gadgets and gadgets everywhere. You've learned from the small time that she's the engineer aboard the ship. Just says, "Aye, Captain."
You're in
Follow me.
trouble.
And
I think I'm in trouble. I think someone just wants to talk, Te'Son.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't mean that you're in trouble. Oh, hey, come over here to go below decks. We have to have a private talk. Ooh.
Te'Son, not everyone that wants to talk means you're in trouble.
Not everyone that wants to talk to
As
most people.
she's got her like she kind of behind her back is like to just Te'Son shimmering the secondary soul knife.
Yeah, maybe it's
Like, shut up, Te'Son.
maybe it's reasons like that people want to talk to you and tell you that you're in trouble. Ooh, and walks away.
Delaria Rain grabs your other arm. She's very bubbly personality, very like in the moment, giggly kind of person. Just starts like almost skipping with you below decks.
Oh goodness.
Algie and Te'Son, what are you doing?
I think I'll be. Ooh. A good question. I think I'm just going to be with Te'Son wherever he's going at this stage. I don't.
Te'Son is just walking around this ship and just pointing to things and going and asking Ava, "Hey, what's that? Hey, what's that? What's that? What's that do?"
As you're doing this, you've been on ships, sail ships.
Mm-hmm.
This has no sails. There's nothing above. It doesn't even have a balloon. As you tour it, the decks look normal. It's wood. There's a few things. There looks like wiring with like little metal baubles along the way. They seem to form around the ship a little bit. As you go around to the aft portion of the deck where the controls are, it's a normal wheel that a sail ship has, but there is a glowing ball as well sitting next to it. And behind her is a table with charts, a single book that's called Tome of Dragons that seem to sit on the edge of this, and charts and maps right now of Redigan. And you see like these string trails that have been marked about how they've been going. So basically you could see just from a glance, they flew from the castle to Hardell to the Soul Forge, and then it looks like they went like a back and forth diagonal pattern up and down the plains trying to figure out where you guys were. Yeah, just trying to figure out where you were. It is your path, but you quickly had a head start on them, and they were searching you out.
We've really got to find a better way to send birds to people. It's rough. I part of the reason that Te'Son was so like ha 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 at Myrynda is both he and Mike are like hiding their I haven't been on an airship. This is all time. So it's very much like a oh yeah ha 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 ha. What's that? How's this work? Tell me more.
There's a big minotaur with a broken horn that sits at the thing. As soon as Delaria says, "Let's get back to the castle," you watch him roll the ball forward, twist the wheel, and it almost goes sideways and turns as it goes up in the air. Almost impossibly so. You seem to be able to keep your footing very well, though, in that maneuver.
Te'Son is doing nothing unless, like, coaxed otherwise than watching this person. Like, I will not engage them at all, but I will watch them drive this ship.
And as it takes off, you're skipping down the hallways with Rain. Well, you might not be skipping, but she is, gosh darn it. And she's just very excited to tell anybody
I
who's
think so that Myrynda's not just getting fucking full on dragged and like, you know, like tripping. She probably eventually adopted the skip as well just to stay in stride.
Yeah, it's awkward, but it's there. She just starts explaining, like, oh, yeah, I've devised a system of science and maneuverability that will move magic through it. It will enhance everything almost 100-fold and devastate. Oh, and like instantly stops mid-sentence and says, we're here. Our new member is inside. They want to apologize to you. And they are a member of the crew, so if you get mad and try to hurt them, I have to immobilize you, and it will hurt. But she says it very bubbly.
Who is this new member?
She opens the door. You see
It's
the
that
brimmed
fucking
hat.
tiefling, isn't it?
You see the brimmed hat with the
Goddamn
jacket
motherfucker.
as he's staring at a mechanism. It is a meeting room. It has a table, but this mechanism in the back is giant and glowing. He doesn't even seem to know that the door was open, but you do see the purple-skinned tiefling.
Myrynda kind of just steps in and leans against the doorway. So you wanted to see me?
Rain comes in, closes the door, and says, and he says without turning around, I wanted to apologize. It was never my intent to be threatening as I was, and I have seen the errors of my ways, and as he removes the brim hat and puts it down, he sits down at the table.
She tentatively sits down at the table.
Yes, I am. There you go. Somebody asked if I knew that your picture was behind me.
Oh,
I put it
yes.
there. You sit down. As you do tentatively, Rain sits down right next to you and starts playing with a device in her hand. You have no idea what it does. And he says, recently I found out that my ways, my beliefs were the wrong ones. I came here to steal the secrets of this ship. And they explained to me what was going on. Well, Gelgan explained to me what was going on. So I'm officially a citizen of Eldoranth if I keep my nose clean while I serve aboard this warship.
Yeah, out of character. Please remind me more about this fucking tiefling, because I remember the fucking purple tiefling. I don't remember, because I know I was mixing up the Magic Society and his thing at one point.
He wanted to talk to you. You hunted down his friend and went to the house. But you got lost because the minute it was dark, you lost your disadvantage. You had a conversation with his friend. Later on, he came to you, and almost like he was aware of you. If you remember right, he had a gun to your stomach when you had a knife to his throat.
Yeah. Mutually assured destruction.
But my apologies. And I do mean it.
As long as you're helping us, I accept them.
Well,
But if you try anything, And she, after a small pause, pulls out one of the soul knights. Expect this.
Yeah, and as you do, you hear a clink as his hand went from empty with one of his wands in it. He drops it on the table. And he smiles, just says, "It's funny you think you can outdraw me. But that's for another time if you want to prove it. I mean nobody no harm. This is my new family, and I have seen the error in my ways."
I still don't trust him.
I say sorry because, well, I know you're close with the queen, and I need a favor. And he reaches back. And he pulls out a familiar black box and places it on the table.
What's in the box?
And he says, as a citizen of Eldoranth, I can't be held anywhere in this land unless I get off of the ship. And he slides the box over to you, and it does stop right abruptly in front of you. Tell the queen I'm sorry for her lost guards, and she can have that back.
Myrynda will pocket it for now. And we'll look at it when she's near Algiz and Te'Son.
Rain says, one more thing. Just in case your friends recognize him. He's not here.
I don't believe they would recognize him. I think I'm the only one. Out of character, I'm pretty sure Te'Son and Stroop never saw him. It was just Myrynda. But I won't tell. As long as he keeps his end.
Rain just says, good. Turns the thing around, puts the little disc that she was playing with in her thing. We're all friends. We can go back upstairs. We can pick a room. It'll be so much fun. They're so cute.
Okay, I guess show me the rooms.
As she opens the door, you leave. The man puts the hat back on, twirls the wand, and slides it into a holster, turns around, and begins looking at the engine again. The door closes, and she helps you pick an open cabin.
One near Algiz and Te'Son, if not one shared with, depending on how they do the cap.
That's my favorite part of this.
Are they conveniently coming downstairs at this point, or no?
But Te'Son upstairs with Ava there just pointing and curious. And it's Algiz, honestly, it's freaking adorable how much he just wants to know about everything now. Delaria has to slow him down to answer his questions. And then after a little bit, she goes, well, I mean, I answered your questions. That looks like a piece of the Testilla forest. And she points at your finger.
No, that's my hand.
And then she flicks the wood on there, and you hear a ting. Where her finger, she's got a finger point. It's metal.
Is that the ironwood that this came from?
Ava says, yeah, it's the gift I gave you before. It's part of the same wood.
Oh. So was that? Hold on. Was that like the engagement ring and the what you gave me before, and now this is like the ring, or like, do I combine these two things, or do I hold them separately? I'm not.
Ilaria says, you gave him your piece of your birth tree. And Ava turns red. You've never seen this before.
Did I say something embarrassing, or are you embarrassed for me?
Ava goes, I'm not embarrassed.
Normally when people turn that color, there's some kind of embarrassment in like the vicinity. I'm just trying to figure out where it's directed at.
You have the piece of the tree now that came off for my birth.
Right.
And Delaria just says, you're not understanding this. She gave you the piece that the tree gifted to her parents when they allowed her to be born.
You're right, I don't get it. But I get that I don't get it, and I get that this is very important. I got that it was important before, now I get that it is very important. At the same time, and don't take this the wrong way, he's like pointing to the actual ring on him. He's like, this is kind of like the biggest thing that's happened to me ever. And if you know, like the last 6 months ish, like that's a lot. That's a lot. So I don't understand the hierarchy of like gestures. I just know, and just hugs Ava, just like good. This is, yes, wherever it is in that hierarchy, very good. All that matters. Great.
And she hugs you as well, and Delaria just says, so when's the ceremony?
I was actually going to ask if we like are bonded or if this is like a to be bond. That's why I was asking about the piece of the tree. I didn't know if it was like what order things were in or if that was a separate, like I honestly do not know. Do we need to go get like my family's blessing? Do we have to get all of my family's blessings? Do I need to go and talk? Like, I don't know what ceremony and stuff. I don't know where. This is your show. I am just happy to be one of the guest stars in it. You know what I mean? So you tell me what we're doing.
I love the implication here that all I need to do is take a rest, and I'm pretty sure I have access to ceremony.
We're on a ship.
We could do it tomorrow.
We're on a literal ship. That's part of like, I don't know.
Delaria in your commotion says, well, what would you be worried about? Like, what formalities do you think you're missing?
First of all, very unfamiliar with all of this culture. Don't know. Not familiar. So, don't know what I'm missing there.
Okay, so first of all,
yeah.
Do you have bonding in your culture?
Yes.
Okay.
But like,
so it's not different.
Okay. So that's good.
The good news is you won't have to go to the Tashtilla tree to pray like her mothers did.
That's fantastic.
You should be compatible, and she winks.
Do I have to get you like something of equal like sentimental value? Because I don't really have anything. Like, you've seen my house. You've seen what I travel with. Okay, this is... And he starts digging through his bag.
Ava just puts a hand on there and says, no. No, not at all.
Okay, well then this is for me, and it's a replacement. It's a placeholder. That's what I'm looking for until something better. And he is gonna grab one of the ties.
Okay.
Because that is honestly the most sentimental thing that he has at this point. And he's all right, hold on. And we'll put a tie, like literally just a tie on top of her armor and like tie it for her. Like, you can obviously like not wear this or whatever, but that's what I've got for now. And I don't want to tear up at the tie to like make a little sliver around your finger, because it's not iron. It isn't ironwood, so that would be kind of bad. But I guess I do have like a bunch of replacement if I need. This is a placeholder.
Delaria stops you and is like, that's sweet. What are you worried about?
I don't. So I am adopting a whole lot of different cultures here. And I like it, this is happening, I've decided. Well, she decided with me deciding with her, but now I've decided it's happening, and I just have to like tell everybody that would be involved that they have to get on board. And if there's some kind of great ceremony or whatever, that's just gonna have to kind of combine into one big hooray us thing.
I mean, I could always do this in Dwarvish. I know their ceremonies.
See what I mean? Like, there's a lot, right?
Freaking easy.
Well, that'll be between you and Ava to take a conversation.
Yeah.
But is there anything else? Because I know you're a prince of Hermetigan. If
Yeah.
rumors are true,
Grand
the
Duke
Grand
of
Duke of
Adamishra,
Adashmir,
yeah.
which she's an uncrowned princess, so there's
Right.
no royalty headbutting.
Okay, that's good. See, that's I believe everybody when they say that. I was just really open that queen / I was gonna say adoptive mom, but just mom would give the like, yeah, this is absolutely cool, and it doesn't cause me a lot of headaches as like both family and as like ruler of kingdom.
The orc that's in the very nice, the thinner orc that's in the very nice robes and stuff, places a hand on your shoulder and says, "Are you talking about Charisse? Because, well, she wasn't always royal, you know."
Well, sure.
Oh,
I've heard.
She wasn't. Her voice was beautiful.
We don't have to say was like it isn't anymore. You can retire from one thing and still keep the skills from it, you know?
I say it like a memory.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
haven't heard it
Okay.
in a while.
Sorry. You were talking about my mom and you weren't being offensive, but I got defensive because of it.
And he just says, "Well, I'm just mentioning that it would be very hypocritical of her to have a problem
Oh, I mean,
here."
sure. I feel like everybody is rushing me to make a decision on how we're going to do a ceremony when we're literally on our way to get the blessing from the ceremony. You're all trying to make me get married without me getting to see my mom and make sure she's at my wedding. Can you imagine how pissed off she would be if I got married and she didn't get to see it?
First off, nobody is. I asked questions, and then you overgave what you normally do. And then now in your brain, you've created a scenario of something that's happening that's not.
Hello, I am Te'Son. It is nice to meet you.
And it's nice to meet you, too.
Okay, great.
Grand Duke at you, Bob.
You absolutely gotta stop doing that. See, this is part of the reason why I have my anxiety about this. Okay. It's fine.
And to be completely fair, I don't think one of the greatest bards to bless this realm would have any worry about eloping. It'd be quite hypocritical.
All of you over there, turn to Ava. What do you want to do?
Get bonded.
Okay, great. How do we do that?
We decide on a time. I think all we need is a clip. We don't even need all these people. Now she's pretending to ignore her cousin.
Mm-hmm. You're downstairs. We don't see you. You're busy getting yelled at. You're in trouble.
At this point, actually, she probably, if you wanted to come up to the deck, you could.
I have picked my cabin, and I have come up just in time to hear about bonding. And Myrynda kind of just like gives a smile and goes, "If you wait until I've had some sleep, I can do ceremony for you."
But it doesn't have to be that crazy. It doesn't have to be that. She's looking at Te'Son. It doesn't have to be that special.
Mm-hmm.
It can be us. It doesn't matter.
I can do dwarven bonding ceremonies right now. It is so easy.
Can I?
Okay, maybe one person's pushing us to do it right now.
See what I mean? See, not one. Like it's different levels of. I'll tell you what. I want to go see the queen. I want to go see my mom. I want to let her know that we are getting bonded. And before we do that, you and I will decide how we're going to do this thing. Mostly you. And
No, I asked. You have to plan it. That's how these things work.
absolutely not. Okay, my plan is that you plan it.
No, that doesn't work.
Absolutely, it does. Tell me under what rules it doesn't.
Under the rules that it doesn't matter to me if it's
Ava.
large or small or
Under
tons
the
of
rules
people.
of I was so in my culture where you are a
Fine.
being that is
Nope.
okay.
No, I got this now. I'm
Okay.
going to invite all of Adishmira. It's
Okay.
going to be full ceremony, full honor, so people will have to bow to you, and there will have to be a grand ceremony of it.
Sounds great. If you're gonna plan it, that sounds awesome. Have
And
fun.
then again, or you can have your input, and we can talk about small, large, who will be invited, who needs to be there, how big we'd want it to have.
I kind of want you to write the story and then for me to just put in some notes, if that's okay. You know what I mean?
No.
Okay. Let's head back. I feel like I'm closer to getting broken up with than married at this point.
It sounds like we've made at least one decision, or two, depending on how you look at it. And she looks at Algie and says, "Not today." Looks at Myrynda, says, "Not tomorrow. We'll let you know."
Yeah. How long until we're at the castle?
Delaria just looks at the map, and says, 3 days.
Okay, 3+ days. There we go. We're not getting bonded for at least 3 days. We can discuss it in between. Together, collaborate, shared ideas and experience, all the good stuff. Okay.
And since I did a cutscene at the beginning to do the intro, I'm not going to do a cutscene now. So we'll end it there. The conversations, and I imagine it just continues to be this jesting thing going back and
You
forth.
know,
with everybody.
this just strengthens Myrynda's resolve to be the one that is the sacrifice here. You know this, right?
Great. Got bad news. But we'll get to that
Surprise,
in
I
later
get to be
season.
a sacrifice.
We said
Who's
we
the
said
sacrifice? Join
we
us
said-
next time.
we said sacrifice, not snackerfice. There.
Oh, I
calm
am a
down.
sacrifice.
We're all fucking sacrifice. Mike has a sacrifice.
It's the return of Big Salad.
Find out next time on Bros and Dragons. Did
Thanks for
Mike
wa-
fit the salad?
Thanks
Let's
for
see if you
watching.
remember. Let's see if you remember how to do this now, Mike.
Yeah, I absolutely remember how to do this. Lisa, do the things.
Hi. I go by Geek Girl Lissa on all the platforms. Doc is currently showing off one of the many faces, so you should definitely watch us on Mondays on the actual live stream as well as the podcast. On Tuesdays, you can find me over on Dead Bard Society's Twitch channel at 1 p.m. because most of us play from the UK. Tuesday nights, you can find me on twitch.tv/TannisJr93's channel for a Curse of Strahd game from Barovia with Love. In both of those games, I am now starting from scratch with characters. So we just retired Sarlai's. So this week I will be coming with a new character. Wednesdays, you can find me over on twitch.tv/beggarstreet for Masks: A New Generations campaign called Superhero High, where I play Mina. I am the Doomed. That is interesting. Every other Friday, you can find me on twitch.tv/dinner in a game. Oh, it's DAAG show for a Firefly Crossing the Veil stream. And then you can find me mostly on TikTok, Twitter, and Twitch.
Posh, do the thing.
Hi, I'm Posh1993. I live here now. I moved in. Now they can't get rid of me. I'm here for Star Wars D&D. That would have been yesterday at 2 p.m. PST. I'm here for Bros and Dragons. And on Wednesday, 5 p.m. PST, you can find me and Doc for Vast Grim. Otherwise, I do have my own Twitch channel that I stream that at God knows what. It'll be sometime in the morning for you guys. I don't know the PST time, so
7,
I do
8.
have my own channel.
It's early.
Yeah, 7, 8.
It's early.
Also, Wednesdays is not called Vasgram.
It's the Indie Knots.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're just playing Vast Grim. Where was it? I completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, I've got my own channel. I'm live on Twitch. I do things there. Come and say hi. There's a whole heap of stuff going on.
And ask him when he's going to open up his toaster and use it.
Catch you guys, but
No, they have to go onto your channel to ask that.
they have to go on the channel.
Doc.
Hi, I'm Doc, and I'm here Tuesdays and or Thursdays and or Wednesdays and or Mondays. You can find me here. I haven't done anything on my own channel. You can follow me over there because come January, I might be doing a lot more stuff over there. In the fact that I will have a lot more time on my hands.
I'm Nerdworks. My face is like part of the like emojis and stuff like that for the channel because like it's the Nerdworks. But we're all here. You can find me Monday nights, like right now. You can find me Wednesday mornings, like in a couple of days from now, or Friday mornings in like a couple of days to those couple of days. We do a lot of day job simulators where I just honestly, it's a stupid excuse for me to dress up in like construction outfits and chef outfits and stuff because but that said, it's a good time here, good time being back, playing D&D, seeing you all remember how to be a big ball of anxiety again was super fun. It was good to be able to channel that, but more importantly to see you guys. I miss you guys. It was fun.
We miss you.
So with that said, we'll be back again next week. Until then, Doc.
Love one another. Keep it nerdy and live your dreams.
Later.
Bye.
Are we muted yet?
No, I haven't even
Are we
pressed the thing.
muted?
I haven't done
God
this in
damn it.
too long. I don't
Are
remember
we
where the
muted yet?
Ah!
Hey,
Outro.
yay.
Yay.